adventure. Jennifer, go ahead.
In this graphic, you can see the landing location, which is at the very top in the middle, where the beginning of the white line is. This image was taken during a new kind of driving that we've been doing on the rover. We've been upgrading our driving to an autonomous navigation capability. The rover, after it did one of its first and longest self-directed drive. Our sample caching system, the purpose of our sample caching system is to acquire samples and then to transfer those through our bit carousel to the adaptive caching assembly, which is in the front of the rover. The front of the rover then has another sample handling arm, which manages those tubes and the samples and out the adaptive caching assembly, which is there in the front of the rover. One of the things that we did is you see a witness tube assembly, which is what collects the contaminants. And then after we image it, we actually seal it.
And one of the hypotheses that we are trying to test is that the lake that once filled Jezero wasn't there just once, but that it went through multiple episodes of filling up, drying down, and filling up again. It shows a small hill or a small cliff, several meters across, of very finely layered rock. This is the area where we are really going to be digging in, both figuratively and literally. So one of the things that you can see in this image is dust. Dust coats essentially all of the rocks in our study area. This is a movie taken from the test bed prior to launch. And what you see is mounted on the robotic arm, an abrading bit that is grinding into the surface of the rock.
On Mars. And in the foreground here, you can see those lighter colored paver stones.
Many tests we conducted over the past 5 years that we spent developing this new technology.
I get some at least sort of sense or idea that if something